there, Sagittarius. Healing Grasshopper here to do your February 2026 monthly reading. Let's see what we got. What's that? The Lovers. Okay. So this month is going to bring some kind of encounter with another soul, another person, or people. Could be more than one person. But it's going to be some kind of opportunity for growth. There's going to be some kind of lesson in this encounter. Is it an adverse lesson? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Yes, it does look adverse. The Five of Swords is the Triumph card. This is, overcoming your opponents and really patting yourself on the back for your performance. As your opponent is dejected in the corner. Um, so this is going to be some kind of challenge that you're going to come across in this month that you have the potential to gain from. And by gain, I don't mean at the expense of anyone else. You gain something from the high vibrational choices that you make. So, first and foremost, there's going to be a new tool, a lesson that you've learned that you can carry with you moving forward, a new skill, you know, in dealing with relationships of all kinds, um, of any kind. The Knight of Pentacles is an interesting element here. This talks about, patience. I just heard patience. Okay. So listen, when you are confronted, you are going to come across some kind of adverse situation. It may aggravate you, confuse you. Um, it's going to be disruptive in some way in your life to where it's going to catch your attention. If you approach it with patience, it's like when you finally come across it, you're going to, if you approach it like, it's okay, we're going to get through this, we'll get past this. Um, and it'll all work out for the greater good of all type attitude, then it will resolve well for you. And there may be some kind of unexpected reward at some points. And I don't have a real good example for you. It may be someone notices your performance and compliments you or rewards you in some way. At, at any rate, you are going to, if you play your cards right, no pun intended, you're going to come out of this looking good to others, being proud of yourself, instead of feeling angry or guilty or, it'll be a good outcome. Now, let's see how this develops here. What else we got? Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is, it's interesting. You have patience, impatience here, or doubt as well. This is like, I'm not doing this right. I don't, I don't know why this isn't this isn't progressing the way I want it to, that kind of thing. This is the absence of faith. Um, you need to have more faith in yourself this month. And it's under the lovers here because this represents the lesson, right? This is an extension here of the lesson um, in having faith in yourself and your ability to navigate through an adverse situation. And confidence can come from experience, right? So this pentacle that this guy is holding could be your confidence. This is a lesson in faith in self and self-respect here that brings you uh, a new notch in your self-confidence, which is a valuable prize. Sagittarius. Because here's the thing, Sagittarius, you are one of the signs that really you don't like confrontation. You don't have time for adversity. You want to have fun and enjoy yourself, right? You don't like these kinds of situations, but the universe is putting you in this situation. And remember that when you're in it, look around you and think to yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here? Because I know the universe wants me to learn from this, right? The universe is teaching you how to deal with these situations so you can diffuse them and get on your merry way as quickly as possible, right? Think of it that way. Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, and it's in the center of your reading. So the Four of Pentacles is about control and an imbalance of control. This is over controlling. And it's in a diagonal line with the lovers. Actually, it's in the center of your reading, so it's connected to everything. But part of your lesson here is knowing what you have the ability to control and recognizing what you can't. Oh my gosh, there's so much coming to me right now. Okay. Um, okay. So the first thing that came to me was choosing your battles, number one. Um, but in the micro sense, choosing your battles within a battle. You know, it's like someone says something, you need to be present in what this is, in the situation that you're in. So someone says something and you have to think to yourself, do I need to respond to that or not? Or shall I just let it go? Or am I going to let my ego be ruffled by it and then I have to rebut them right away? Like, is that productive for me or not? So you're going to need to think about that. That's what I mean by choose your battles within the battle. Then the serenity prayer came to me. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? And the third thing that came to me, and all of that came to me in like a split second. Um, the third thing was you can only change your own behavior. You can't change the behaviors of others. This is going to be very important here. You don't have control over the person standing in front of you and what they say, do, think. You can't. You only have control over Sagittarius and what Sagittarius does, thinks, and feels. So you're going to have to adjust those things accordingly so you can bring the best outcome possible for yourself and for the situation in general. And another thing is, Sagittarians, you guys are pretty good in confrontations and adverse situations. You are, and it's not like you never feel vengeful or anything. It's just you are, in comparison to a lot of the other zodiac signs, less inclined to want to hurt the person in front of you, really. You know, someone says something to insult you, you're like, really? You tend to go for humor or to diffuse it. It's not like you want to match them with an insult. That's not really Sagittarius's style. Um, so let's keep in that energy because it'll serve you well here. The person in front of you, it feels like, you know what, we're not going to try and analyze the other person. I'm All you have to do is be self-aware and just remind yourself that what people say to you is not really about you. It's all about them, you know, and the problems they have within them and their deficiencies or whatever. It's really it has nothing to do with you. Sticks and stones, don't let it bother you. And if you approach it with humor or with, in some places, wherever it fits, indifference, silence, patience, it's going to pass and diffuse. Um, so the Four of Cups. This is going to bother you quite a bit. Let's let this feeling stew for a moment while I pull out some other cards. One more, please. Oh, very good. There will be a peaceful solution to this, guys. It's not going to be easy for you to choose the high road here. I'm not going to lie. You will be challenged. This cup here represents, in this reading, the peaceful solution that I was talking about. It's like this person has crossed a line with you that you're disgusted by this. Just choose the peaceful route so you can get to the solution. Like I said, for the greater good of all. It doesn't necessarily mean, though, that you guys are going to walk away from this best friends. Not reversed. Hold on. It's this one. Okay. Yeah, see? I feel like that's not the goal here. That's not what I'm trying to say. Um, you want to choose a peaceful solution, like I said, so you can have an efficient exit out of this situation. So you can be on your merry way, like I said before. Um, it's the goal isn't necessarily to make friends, just to find a solution. The Four of Wands is celebration after a job well done. These wands represent effort, right? And a good outcome after the effort. The Page of Swords is inspiration. If you make the effort from the beginning to take the high road, it will continue to take you higher and higher and higher. But the moment, I'm sorry, let me get a sip of water. Okay. The moment you allow yourself to latch on to a resentment, or choose an action with anger, it's going to pull your vibration down, right? So make sure that you continue to take the high ground throughout the problem here. Again, the Six of Wands here talks about a celebration after a job well done, both of these. And this celebration is fueled by inspiration, right? But this inspiration is only achievable through presence and self awareness. If your root chakra is consumed with anger, then, you don't have access to this inspiration. So you need to be in your upper chakras, your heart chakra, and your crown and third eye chakra. Your outcome. Okay. You have the Nine of Wands. So this is an acknowledgement that it's not going to be easy. There is an element of your feelings being hurt or you being offended because my eyes are on the bandage he has on his head, which very much feels like offense. So it's like not leaving this situation unscathed. But that's okay. It's fine. People will get on our nerves. People will insult us. Sticks and stones. Um, can I have let's have a clarification of the Four of Pentacles. Both of these for the Four of Pentacles? Okay, not reversed. You see, the High Priestess, this is utilizing your intuition. This is all about the stillness that I was talking about, the self-awareness and the presence and the resistance to anger and lower vibrational emotions that'll block you off from your upper chakras. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. This is uh, forgiveness, uh, giving the other person the benefit of the doubt, not trying to, you know, meet them at every insult and every statement. Again, the choosing your battles within the battle. That's what this is. The generosity card. This is leading with your heart and not your ego. Um, and one more for the Nine of Wands. Hmm. These are, yeah. Yeah, hmm. Okay. That is ours. Okay. Not reversed. You see, you've got the Six of Wands again. This is saying you may be insulted and this may be tiring and exasperating, but still, if you take the high road, it'll bring you, it's not going to matter because you're still going to arrive at a W, right? Advice card? No. All right, so that's the reading, Sagittarius. Don't let the bastards get you down. Just came to me. That's a very old saying. Okay. Scorpio, ain't nobody got time for people's nonsense. You've got too much cool, fun stuff to explore in your life. You don't need to be bogged down by other people's nonsense. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the comment section. I answer every single comment with glee. It really makes my day to hear from you guys. So if you want to tell me how this resonates, tell me about this encounter that you have and had and how you navigated through it. I'd love to hear from you. Questions, suggestions, anything you want to talk about, Don't hold back. Talk to me. I'll be there to talk back with you. Um, thank you to all of you subscribers that helped me get to 1,000, to my milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Um, but even if you think you are subscribed, go have a look and see if you really are. If you're not subscribed, please do so. It's a very quick gesture that costs you nothing and really does a lot to help me out. So thank you. If you're really inclined to helping me out, though, what you can also do is go have a look at my playlist section. I have many made. Go have a look. Choose one. Set it to autoplay and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks, or even as you wind down at night, even while you sleep, because watch hours are everything a channel needs to grow, next to subscribers, of course. Okay? Don't forget the notification bell, by the way, because there are a whole lot more videos coming, so don't miss them. I will speak to you soon, Saggies. Love, light, and many blessings.